Hey guys, thank you for joining us again here at Nerd Doctors. I'm here with my co-host Griff. And before we get started, thank you so much to the overwhelming support for our previous video, Prey, which we did with our good friend Brevin from Brevrin's Flicks and Games. To all our new subscribers, thanks guys, thanks. We'll do something special for when we approach 500 subscribers. And today we're going to be reviewing Game of Thrones in its entirety. I know what you guys are thinking. Season 8 sucked. We're going to talk about it.
Yeah, we thought it'd be a good time to go over the show because the spin-off House of Dragons is coming out this Sunday. And I know a lot of people are excited, and I for one am pretty excited. I like the cast, and I think I hope it will be good. The author, he's seen all 10 episodes and he said it's exactly how we pictured it. So that gives me a bit of hope, but like Edward said, season 8 hurt. It's hard. It's hard for me to be optimistic.
Yeah. But on that, the author did fucking hate season 8 as well. So I
Who
guess him
didn't?
saying that, yeah, exactly. I guess him saying that all 10 episodes are fantastic is awesome. I'm super stoked. I can't wait for House of Dragons. So let's get started. Let's talk a little bit about season 1, and we'll be talking all the way through to season 8, unfortunately.
And we'll be jumping around. But yeah, I mean, it took me a while to start this show. My friend got me into it, and she said you have to watch it. You have to. I watched the first episode. Frankly, it wasn't too hooked, but she's like, it's my favorite show. Keep going. So we continued watching it. Season 1 was good. It's not my favorite season. I thought there was a lot of gratuitous sex scenes for absolutely no purpose whatsoever. But I really liked the introduction of the characters of Ned Stark, uh, Daenerys and her brother, and how they really started to craft this world and started to put out all these plot lines that they're setting up. And that's one thing I don't that if you know me, you'll know this. But I really like when they set up stuff seasons in advance that pay off later. I live for that stuff. And I like how they started doing this very early on. Going back and watching season 1 after seeing the other seasons, you just see how much work the author put into this series and into the show. And I really hope that his final book pays off a lot more than the ending of the show did.
Yeah, here's hoping. I'm sure it will. Like Griffin, I was late to the game on this one. Funny enough, I usually am not, but this time I didn't care for it. I didn't know what it was. I didn't know if it was like Lord of the Rings or if it was just straight up normal medieval shit. I was really late into it. People kept bugging me about it. I was like, nah, I'm not gonna do it. My wife's cousin, Blanca, actually was like, you have to watch. It's the best fucking thing ever. And she was over at our house one time, and she was like, look, I'll put on an episode. And she put on an episode, and like Griffin, funny enough, I was like, this shit is boring. I don't care for this. She was like, you got to get through the first 4 episodes first, and then you'll like it. And I was like, all right. And yeah, we got through the first 4 episodes, which funny enough happened to me with Daredevil. Episode 1 and 2, I just, it was too slow. But then I ended up really liking the show. And some of my favorite characters from season 1 are, of course, my baby's mama, Daenerys Targaryen. Jason Momoa's character, Khal Drago, was cool in there. Um, Fuck, I hate the Mountain. I hated him all the way through. I know they switched actors, but he was just such a dick.
Yeah, no, that's
Never
fair.
liked him.
There
Never
are
liked
a
that
lot of
dude.
characters in this show that were just written to be such assholes.
Yeah.
But yeah, no,
Well written assholes too. Like
yeah,
Joffrey. God damn it. I don't know. I'm in between. Like, who do I hate more, Cersei, Joffrey, or fucking the
Liam.
Mountain?
Oh, it's easily Joffrey out of those three.
Yeah. When he
But
died, I was so fucking happy.
think everyone was. I That's a sad story with this show. Is the actor did such a great job. Everyone hated him and he was brilliant at it. But people have a trouble distinguishing a show from the person. And he got so much hate that he quit acting entirely. He's never going to act
That's
again and he was
wow.
amazing.
That's fucked up. I heard that Lena Headey talked about that. You know, she was so good in the role of Cersei Lannister that people in the streets would call her a bitch. She was confronted by a lady at a supermarket that wanted to beat her ass. That's fucking crazy.
Yeah, but it just shows how well they do these characters and it's so sad how we can't separate it.
Yeah,
The,
I agree. I heard that the guy that plays Jamie Lannister, fantastic by the way. On a talk show in Australia, he was asked, what does it feel to be to commit incest, to fuck your sister? And he was like, you realize I don't do that shit in real life. It's crazy. This shit's
yeah.
insane. Which, by the way, when I saw that, I remember that scene when he throws Braun out the window. I was like, this dude's nailing his sister. What the hell am I watching?
Exactly. Same here. I was like, this is really your favorite show?
And they're
Are
not
you?
just begging, like fucking Cersei's in love with this dude, man. Like you're like,
They're
what
both
the
in love
hell
with
is
each
going?
other.
Like what the hell is going on? Yeah, that's not a show for the nah. Well, HBO in general,
Yeah.
not for the kids.
Well, they did a great job with season one setting everything up. I wish I saw more of the brilliance of it when watching it for the first time instead of thinking back on it. But then
Same.
as it moved on from season one, it started to become more of its own, started to find its pace. They stopped using all the gratuitous sex and started using real purpose and real depth to some of these characters. Like there's the Red Wedding, which was I don't even how do you describe it? I'm at a loss for words of that scene.
I did not expect it, and that shit hurt. But I do want to make a side comment super quick. I felt of two minds watching this show. I was really into it right after those first 4 episodes, but then I would turn down my TV because I just had a feeling my fucking neighbors thought I was a pervert and watching porn. I just could not shake that thought.
Yeah.
It was just that weird.
Yeah, no, I I guess it's just the author's style. It works for him. He's profiting off of it. Good for him. Not my thing, but they
I
made a
mean, it's
great show.
HBO in general. Do you remember Rome, the show?
Oh yeah.
Fantastic actors, and there was just crazy ass sex scenes throughout those entire 2 seasons. Just like death, celebration, great speeches, and sex. And you'd be like, "Damn, dude, all right."
And the thing is,
I
I don't think they're losing that theme in House of Dragons. There's an interview with
no,
the
oh
lead
god, no.
actor Matt Smith, and he said
Yeah,
it's a great show. I enjoyed it, but there's just a little bit too much sex for my taste. I was like,
yeah,
it's
and that's a dude saying that shit. So it's a lot.
yeah, just have to get past it, focus on the story. But
And then I mean, it's the Targaryens in the upcoming show, so they.
yeah,
I mean, they were inbreed, so that's gonna be
a
crazy
lot.
shit.
I think all the houses were.
Season 2 really surprised me on Game of Thrones because they went. I didn't fucking think they were gonna go there.
Yeah.
Season 1 ended really fucked up. You're like, oh shit, dude.
Sean Bean can't get a break. Sean
There
Bean
you
will
go.
always be killed off in anything he is in.
That guy
It is just a
cannot catch a fucking
rule.
break.
The day that he's in a movie or show and he does not die, I'll be pleasantly surprised because I'll be expecting it in every single moment. Is he
Yep.
gonna die now? No. Like Lord of the Rings, Game of Thrones. He's even said so many times, stop killing him off. I doubt he'll even accept a role now if he is killed
If he
off.
lives.
Yeah.
Yeah, that is sad. And I saw it coming. I hadn't read the books. I didn't start reading the books till like I got to season 5, and I saw it coming, like all the mistakes he was making. I was like, why don't you just shut the fuck up and go home?
God, there are so
And then
yeah.
start your shit. No, he's like when he confronted Cersei about her incest, I was like, why did you fucking tell her? Why?
Yep. There are so many moments when he could have lived.
But you know what? Rob is Ned Stark's son. He does. I don't know what hurts more, Rob's mistakes or his mom fucking just being like, I'm gonna let Jamie Lannister go. I was like, what the fuck?
Yeah, but on the topic of Jamie Lannister, he's one of my favorite characters before season 8. I'm not even going to talk about season 8 until we get there. And all my opinions are before season 8 because everything changed. But with Jamie, he was one of my favorite characters because they did a really great redemption arc with him. Like he was such an awful character. You had to hate him. Made all these mistakes, and he was just so despicable. But then he had a great redemption arc. I'm a sucker for redemption arcs. Like His was fantastic. His is up there with Zuko from Avatar: The Last Airbender. They're just
You
perfect.
you know what actually turned it around for me with Janie? Because I thought he was a complete sister fucker pervert. But that scene where he's with Brianna Tarr
Yeah.
and they're in the bathtub, and I'm thinking he's gonna be a pervert or make fun of her or call her ugly, but he actually tells her why he killed the Mad King and how hurt he was that everyone thought he was just a fucking traitor, but he actually was like, the guy asked me to cut my dad's head off. And he was like, and all Ned Stark ever thought of me was that I was a traitor. And she was
Yeah.
like, why didn't you tell him then? She was like, Ned Stark? He would never fucking believe me. I was like, oh shit. This dude actually had a reason to, because I thought what everyone, he's just an asshole. That
Hmm.
was so legit for me, man. That's when it turned around for me. And when he
And
lost his hand, that was fucked up.
yeah, and in that one scene, they added depth and a personality to this character and changed it entirely.
Yep.
It was these characters are have so many layers to them, and the way that from how they start and where they end, they're completely different. Again,
You
before
know who
season
really
8, they're
surprised me?
completely different.
Oh yeah, 100%. Yeah, they from season 1 to season 8, it's almost an amazing journey. You're like, wow, I can't believe how far these dudes have come.
Yeah.
But one of the things that always made me laugh, and I recognized it like right off the bat, episode 1, was Robert Baratheon, the actor. I can't remember his fucking name, but that dude does comedy, and I remember him from a show. I think it was called Jim.
Hmm.
It's with Jim Belushi, and the guy was just funny shit. And I can't believe that that little fat dude plays Robert Baratheon. Well, he's still fat in the show as Robert, but that's the way he's supposed to be. But I just thought that was funny as hell. I was like, it kind of happened with like Breaking Bad. Like I was used to Bryan Cranston as fucking Malcolm in the Middle's dad,
Yeah.
and just being funny and weird. And all of a sudden, here he is selling crack. That's how much I had to wrap my head around this. He was really good as Robert Baratheon. Um, the speeches he would deliver. It's sad that he was only there for just a couple episodes and then fucking died.
Yeah.
But he had such presence, man. Like one of the things I remember more about season 1 is Robert Baratheon and yeah, all he wanted to do was drink, um, be with whores and hunt boars. I think
Yeah.
that shit's hilarious.
Yeah, no, he was a fun character and he added a bit of humor to a pretty bleak show because it is full on medieval times, almost dark ages, and a lot of media like in Merlin and a lot of the King Arthur stories, they almost seem the medieval times to be so glamorous and want people to be there. But Game of
Yeah.
Thrones captured how awful it really was. How you could pretty much die at any moment to just a cut and it getting infected, and the power dynamic of the families and the rulers, and just how dirty everything was. It was the set pieces and the costumes were just perfect.
Oh, it was at the time. It was HBO's most expensive show ever. I mean,
Oh
they
yeah.
went all out with this fucking thing. Who really caught me off guard, and I take it back to the Emperor from Star Wars is uh Tywin Lannister.
Yeah.
He's not the king. Here is this evil fucker. He really rules his family, and here he is telling the king of all Westeros what to do and how to do it. I
Yep.
thought that he was a puppet master, man, and right when you thought that he was losing, the dude would pull something else and end up on top.
Yeah.
And the actor's fantastic, man. Just crazy bastard. But the dynamic between him and Tyrion, that
Hmm.
shit is sad, man.
Yeah, there were a lot of the puppet masters, as you put it, and I liked watching them have this intellectual battle between each other for 6 seasons and having all that go on and just seeing who's gonna come up on top and just outwit each
Yeah.
other until they die. It was so much fun. I honestly thought that they were going to keep at it till the end, but again,
Yeah, I agree.
the
This
end.
show did a lot for me. It surprised me. It freaked me out. It grossed me out. There's some scenes in there. They're like when they first go to the Vale and they go to see Lady Erin, and she's sitting there breastfeeding her fucking 13-year-old. I was like, what in the
Oh
hell?
God. That kid had a hell of a glow up for season 8 though.
Yeah, that's true. It
But no, that was
was
so
all that breast
weird.
milk, man.
Jeez. That and Homelander. They got something in common there.
Yeah, oh yeah, no, it's fucking weird.
Jesus.
But
That's just so
yeah,
weird.
season two kind of for me, in my opinion, it kind of built up slowly.
Yeah.
It you started. You always knew Littlefinger was a dick, but I think in season 2 is when he started really becoming a prick.
Mhm.
But you know what, really, and I never saw this coming. I mean, I knew that. Shit, I forget his name. That fucking kid from the Iron Islands that betrays Rob Stark. What's his name?
Theon?
Yeah, there you go. Everybody in the comments is gonna be like, fucking moron. But when he betrays Rob, we knew he was gonna do it because he's a prick. But his arc,
Yeah.
in
Theon's is a
season
pretty great
3,
arc.
what the
Yeah.
fuck, man?
Oh yeah,
Season
that was
3
good.
blew my fucking mind,
Yeah, I think season 3 and 4 I think is maybe my favorite.
man. Season 3 starts off raw, the middle's raw. I mean, damn it, dude.
It's great. And then
What?
the guy who plays Ramsey was
Oh yeah.
sadistic. I think everyone cheered when he died. He did a great job.
Yeah, that's exactly, yeah. Like when he the way he toys with Theon as, hey, I'm my lord, I'm gonna take you to your dad or whatever, and ultimately he just brings him back and continues to torture him, and all that Theon endures in his tortures. I mean, kind of like Darth Vader, he kind of fucking deserved it because
Mhm.
what he did, but I couldn't help to feel like I just fucking kill him, man. You don't need to
Yeah,
keep
put him out
doing
of
that.
his misery.
That was hard to watch, man. And then, of course, as you said, Red Wedding.
Yeah.
I knew Rob would die, but I didn't know he was gonna die like that.
Or
And
that complete, like everyone dying that completely.
yeah, but the mistakes he made were some of the mistakes his father was making, and you were like, dude, fuck. You saw your
Yeah.
dad get his head chopped off. Well, you didn't actually see it, but you knew what happened. Be smarter, man. And I mean, they're already giving you titles they didn't give your dad. These fools are calling you the king of the north. And all he did pretty much for season 2 and season 3 was piss them off.
Yeah, he needed to form he needed to he needed to get some political power and form an alliance because, like I said, as King of the North, he had a lot of power and he let it go to his head and rushed into it.
Yeah, exactly. And then one of the things, he didn't keep his oath, man. For all his father's mistakes, his father was an honorable dude and he kept his oath. I mean, maybe you're gonna marry an ugly bitch. Take one for the team.
Yeah.
And maybe she dies or something, or I don't know, it's Westeros. I'm sure in some I mean, he's king of the north. He could just be like, you know what, I could have 2 wives. I don't fucking know. But
Yeah.
he should have just,
He should have done it.
not pissed that dude off, that old man off. That Red Wedding was fucked up because his wife, she was pregnant, and I can't help but to think I didn't like Lady Stark. She was kind of a bitch.
Yeah. No, I liked her. I wish that they kept a bit of her arc from the book, because after the Red Wedding, she is still around. And for anyone who wants to read the book, I'm not going to go into too much detail about it, but she is still around for a good part, and it makes the Red Wedding even more significant. And I think seeing her after the Red Wedding just
I'm
makes.
actually rewatching it as
Mhm.
with you in preparation for all of this, and I can't remember, but I think it's what season episode 5, season 3. So
Mhm.
I'm coming up on the Red Wedding again, and I've seen it about 3 times, and that shit hurts because
Yeah.
I liked Rob and I wanted him to succeed. I just a little spoiler for season 8. I can't fucking believe Sansa takes over Winterfell. It doesn't make any fucking sense.
A lot of things about season 8 don't make sense.
I know, but yeah, season 3, the whole arc with Theon, man, that whole torture stuff, that shit was bad.
Yeah.
It was intense, and then of course Red Wedding.
Yeah. Like one thing that showed this, they had so many plot lines just like interweaving all throughout the continent. And it was like a very slow story for each character, and in having this one just stop so suddenly and dramatically, it set the stakes even more for the show that anything can happen.
Yeah. Well, going back real quick to season one of the things, so they built up Count Drago as like this ultimate like fucking warrior who ruled this like horse tribe, if you will. And as Griff said about, in Prey, the stupid death, he just I didn't understand. And I've seen the entire Game of Thrones. I'm on my third run right now.
Uh-huh.
The way he dies and then like what he dies, he just got cut in the chest. He had like a slash. I know people in the comments are gonna be like, it was the witch. He fucking, I know, but I just thought for an ultimate fucking warrior who's proud of, just like enslaving people, and he kind of died a fucked up death. I mean, just that it wasn't that cool. Like he died, he was like resurrected like as a zombie or some shit, and then he fucking
Yeah.
Daenerys ends him. But I just was like, oh man, really? I mean, that's the dude that your brother thought was gonna win him the Iron Throne. Get the hell out of here.
Yeah, honestly.
Now I'm gonna all his fans just tell me to go fuck myself right now.
Yeah, I know it would have been nice to see more of him, but I don't think he was ever going to get the Iron Throne. I always thought this was a game of wits, hence why I thought the Puppet Masters were gonna win it. But it's 100% a game of wits. There was no way his brute strength alone was gonna win. That's also why
100%.
I thought Rob was gonna lose from the beginning. He couldn't strategize and think
No,
about it, and nor did he want the company of people who can.
Exactly. I mean, you can't piss off people you need. It doesn't make a lot of sense. My favorite character from season 3, though, and if I mispronounce this name, my sister's gonna kill me. She actually met her and Emilia Clarke. Missandei?
Oh yeah. Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
God, she's fucking gorgeous, man. And
yeah,
that whole her entire arc, like she doesn't have to serve Daenerys, but she's like, and she freed me. I'm down with that. That and when Daenerys actually gets what are they called?
Unsullied? Well, no, is it
There
Unsullied?
you go. Yeah, it is the Unsullied. She has 8,000 of these. I'm not afraid of death, motherfuckers. That's
but then what
crazy.
did they do? What did they do in the entirety of this story? Name one thing they did.
I know, but
nothing.
I just thought it was fuck. Like if I had 8,000 crazy ass warriors like that, shit, I'd have them do something.
God,
but yeah,
it's just so frustrating how nothing happened with them.
I know. So yeah, that season 3 takeaways for me, the torture of Greyjoy and Missandei. And again, I'm telling you, my sister, she went and she met her and Emilia Clarke at some convention. She snapped photos with her and with Jason Momoa. I thought that was cool shit. But I can't pronounce. Yeah, hell yeah. But yeah, that's my takeaway. That's my favorite character from season 3 is Missandei. Yeah. And then season 4 is it as dark or darker than season 3?
I think it's a bit darker. It's the season where we have the trial of oh my god, why? Of Tyrion Lannister, get Joffrey's
most fucked up death ever.
Yeah, and we get Oberyn too.
That's what I'm talking about. That's when that happens in season 4, right?
Yep.
At the end when he fights the mountain.
What is with people and their stupid ego and cockiness and just not ending it when you should? We have the upper hand against an unbeatable character. You take it. You end it. You don't taunt him.
Yep.
I get it. It was really well written. It was Oberyn's character flaw set from the very beginning of season 4. Characters are just so stupid.
See, I agree with Griff 100%. When you got a big ass dude like that, or anyone on the floor for that matter, shut the fuck up. All he had to do was stab that motherfucker in his throat or in his heart, end that fight, not continue with. He started that fight by saying, "This is not the day that I die." That is the most fucked up death I have ever seen on screen, whether it be movies, whether it be TV shows, whatever. I have never seen. The first time I saw that, it fucked with me for I think a month.
Yeah, but we
The
like you
way he
said,
dies is crazy, man.
yeah. But I mean, like you
I
said, with him saying, "This is not the day I die," he
yeah,
sealed his death. He said the magic words.
yeah, that's usually when you die. See, I never wake up in the morning saying, "Yeah, I'll live through this day." Nah, I'm not doing that. You never
Character,
know. But great fight scene.
yeah.
Uh, the way they did that scene, still, it's amazing. It looks so fucking real, man. Like I keep it. I was I was told I heard Pedro Pascal, the guy that plays Oberyn, state that there's very little CGI in that scene.
hmm
So that's fucking crazy.
Pedro Pascal is just an amazing actor. I am so happy we're
Yep.
seeing more of him, and this role helped him get the Mandalorian, and from there he's just broken out everywhere. Game of Thrones has a lot of breakout actors in it, and some who I wish we saw more of from it.
It was hard for me to see Pedro Pascal in this role and then fucking die in that horrible way, because I had first seen him in Narcos, the first season, and I fucking love this character. And then to see him die like that, I was like, oh, that's fucked up. But yeah, great actor, man.
Name a character in the comments, please. Name one character in the entirety of Game of Thrones who does not have a fucked up death. Just one. Name me one.
Oh, I fucking dare anyone in the comment section to tell me a more fucked up death than Oberyn's death. I fucking dare you to. Anybody. Or
Ooh,
in
let's see.
cinematic history or series history, period. Show me a more fucked up death. Yeah, damage me more.
Okay. Hold up.
I don't think you can, man.
Okay,
Whoa.
like a more brutal death or like more
What? Okay.
insane.
Well, one that hits the brutality, but also the dramatic nature of this one. Because this one, I mean, this chick was there, man. I don't know who screamed more, him or her.
Okay, so
Yeah.
okay, never mind. You said it affected you for months. I was about to say
Yeah,
whose
a
death
month
affected you
straight.
most, Oberon or Eddie?
Oberon,
Yeah, I know. After
100%.
the
Yeah, 100% Oberon. That shit still. I mean, we're talking about it now, and I'm seeing it in my mind. I'm like, damn, that's fucked up. I would have left.
you're right. Okay.
What was his name? Braun, right? The
Yeah,
Tyrion's other fighter dude, right? It was Braun, right?
I think so.
Well, he was smart in it because remember he told him to champion him against the Mountain. He was like, "No fucking way, dude."
Yeah,
That's what I would have said. I was like, "Oh man, you don't have enough gold, bro."
yeah. I agree.
That's crazy. Season 5.
Yeah, I'm still trying to think of a more brutal death than Oberon. I mean, okay, I know some that affected me a bit more, but like,
Okay.
I mean, it's like in the comics, Spider-Man's death scene, like one of his first death scenes, I thought was pretty emotional, or even the one where we got Miles Morales from it.
Oh, okay. I got you.
But you're right, in Game of Thrones, there isn't one.
Yeah, as far as like marking, I mean, this one's just full of. It's grotesque. It's brutal. It's fucked up. It made. Yeah, I'm telling you, man, it messed with me for quite a while. Um, you know what I did like is, what's her name? The chick that marries Joffrey
You're talking about. I know. God, I
from
need
High
to.
Garden.
Yeah. I need to see the show. Marjorie.
Marjorie. There you go.
I need to
Yeah,
see the show
I
again.
liked her. She was smart, and I thought she was
She was
too
good.
smart for her own good. But then she, that whole scene where they die, they all fucking die. They're in like, what do they call that fucking place? The temple, or what do they call it? You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, I
Where
do.
Cersei,
When
where Cersei
Cersei
has
blew it up.
them. Yeah, with the wildfire. That
Yeah.
shit. You knew it was coming. You're like, I would have got the hell out of there. She
Yeah.
was all like, "What's going on?" I wouldn't have questioned shit. I would have grabbed my crap and I would have got the hell out of there. That's what I would have done.
Oh yeah. I mean, anywhere with Cersei and she's backed into a corner, I'm getting out of there.
Yep.
Yeah, it's I liked Cersei. She had a really good, okay, maybe not a great character arc, but she was a good character, and she was pretty much the same throughout the entire show. She didn't really develop too much,
Yeah.
but I think
I
that
hated her with short hair though.
yeah, she
I
could
hated
have
that.
been very good. I think if she was just fleshed out a little bit more, I would have been more on board with her. But
I agree.
she was just, I didn't like her. She was just stupid.
What about Jon
Things
Snow before we dive in at season 8? What did you think of Jon Snow up until, let's say, season 6?
I couldn't care. I he was the token brooding character that was, oh no, that he just, woe is me, I'm going to stand vigilant and protect this wall. He did he nothing really happened.
Yeah, what's with the Night's Watch and fucking Jedi Knights not being able to like chicks? Like, what is that? Where does that get you?
I mean,
I
if you
don't
read,
understand that
I mean,
dumbass
reading,
rule.
looking into the, besides the movies, just looking into more of the Star Wars lore, that is very much not true. I
I
mean, Luke
know.
Skywalker had probably one of the best characters as a wife.
Oh, but see, here's the thing about Luke Skywalker. I'm sure he looked at those Jedi archives and saw that rule and was like, "Fuck this," because I would have.
Yeah,
So and you know, Jon Snow is full of shit because eventually he nails Ygritte. So
I'm happy that the actor and actress met on the show and got married. I think that's amazing.
yeah, it's pretty cool. I actually like Jon Snow. I don't like the fact that he was at the from the very first episode. Oh, I'm a bastard. I want to go to the wall. I don't want to stay here. And like, what
Yeah,
the fuck? Why
he
would
just
you
wanted
leave
pity.
Winterfell? Yeah, why would you leave Winterfell to go to the fucking wall? Like,
I think he expected someone to stop him, but then he realized no one cares.
yeah. And then like his dad was like, "Hey, I'll tell you about your mother the next time we meet." Well, you're
Yeah,
going to the fucking wall.
yeah. There's
That's
no next
crazy.
time.
But surprisingly, I never thought for 1 second that he was a fucking Targaryen. Remind me again why he has black hair.
Really good makeup team. I have no clue. That's a good question.
I know somebody in the comments is gonna be like, well, because he's a half breed. I At some point we're all half breeds. I get that, but one of the denominating factors of the Targaryens is their white hair. Which, for anybody who's read the books, in I love Emilia Clarke, but why didn't they give her her purple eyes? That would have been
Yeah.
dope.
So I looked it up. It's pretty much just because of Lena Stark.
Oh, okay.
That's it.
I knew
It's just
that shit.
genetics. That's it. It's nothing special. But no,
I thought he was gonna be smart and say, well, if I would have given him his, I mean, not you, I mean the author and like the
yeah.
fucking show writers. I thought they were gonna be like, well, if I would have given them white hair, then everybody would have known that he was a Targaryen and Robert Baratheon would have killed him. I would have
I mean, who knows? The
liked
series isn't
that
over
answer.
yet. That's still a possibility. That could still happen.
What?
What you just said. Because okay, all
Oh,
we
okay,
know
yeah, in
right
the
now
books,
is
yeah.
it's just
Gotcha.
confirmed. That's from his mother. That's what everyone's thinking. But you're completely right. That, like, they always have blonde hair. That is the symbol. You could be right. That could be something that he talks about in the last book.
I hope so, because I was always like, wait, okay, everybody was, oh my god, he's a Targaryen. I'm like, okay, where's his white hair? And I was hoping that they'd be like, well, something happened. Ned maybe like, I don't know, did some magic or some shit because he knew that Robert would, hunt the baby down.
Yeah.
Uh, but no, I mean, if it's just because of her, that's fucking weird.
Yeah, we'll see. I, like everyone else, still waiting for the
He just
last book to come out.
he just doesn't spell like when I see Jon Snow. I mean, I like the character and everything, but I just never look at him and be like, yeah, that's a fucking Targaryen warrior right there. He's heir to the throne.
No,
I just I never look at him like that. I'm sorry. I know Jon Snow fans are gonna be like, "Fuck you guys,"
he's
but
kind of just a Brody's mama boy. He doesn't
yeah,
he doesn't do anything. He's just, he out of us. okay, maybe he's a good character taken by himself, but in this world of everyone being a great character, just by comparison, he's so much worse.
I do love this. I do love the scene when that little girl's like, "I only have one king, and he's a king of the North, Jon Snow."
Yeah.
Dude, I was like, I don't know her fucking name, but that's awesome. That was
I
a
think,
great speech.
yeah, that was pretty good.
And she fucking dies later, and that hurt. But she went out like a champ.
Yeah, yeah, she did. And we got one of my favorite characters, and I was again always disappointed when by this show. I loved the White King. I was so happy with the Army of the Dead. I was so looking forward to everything that was going to happen from it, and I couldn't be happy. I was so excited seeing what was going to happen with that.
And then you were pissed.
Of course, I was pissed. That was awful. Not to mention the lighting in the episode was
You're talking
unwatchable.
about the what are they called?
The Walkers. What?
No, no, no.
The White Walkers.
Daenerys' army, the one she freed, those slaves. What are they
Unsullied.
called again? The
Unsullied.
Unsullied. You're talking about they didn't do shit.
No, they didn't do
So
shit. The White Walker.
they lead up the White Walkers in the last night or the long night
Yep.
for forever, and we finally get to it. You're like, oh well, that was over fucking quick. That wasn't that
That
big
was
of a threat.
terrible. Yeah, this was the biggest threat to Westeros. I would have been. This would have been the perfect ending for me. Also, but the North definitely should have fallen to them easily. They were completely outmatched. I wanted the White King to win, 100%. I was totally on board with it. I really wanted him to win.
Damn, that's some
I
dark
was looking
shit.
forward to that. I wanted that to happen.
I
They
wanted them
didn't-
to win, the Westeros people, but I just when it was over, I was like, wait, is there gonna be another episode about this shit? No,
Yeah.
it can't be because we're almost done. And I was like, oh man, this was. I mean, I like the fact that they won. I felt bad because the dragon died and what's his name died, but I was like, man, they really got this shit over and quick with.
It was
And
just not a good
it
episode.
just didn't. At the end of it, I was like, that wasn't this like their apocalypse?
Yeah.
It didn't
Okay,
feel
so
like that.
I gotta tell a little story about my friend. I'm sorry, Megan. I gotta do it. My friend Megan, she got me into the show. She saw this episode. She saw this episode before me because I was waiting for the last episode so I can binge it all at once, and then we watched the final episode together. She said this episode was better than Avengers Endgame.
Oh hell no!
Yeah, exactly. That was you could not be more wrong.
Damn.
Well,
So you must have been like, really? Oh my god! You must have got the snacks and all that shit ready. Damn. No.
I watched that. I
um,
watched season 8 in almost like one sitting. I was just sitting in my bedroom watching it. It was, but we'll get to season 8 later. I'm digressing, but
Yeah. No,
not
she
better than
oversold
Endgame.
it.
Sorry,
No,
Megan.
hell
No.
no, not remotely.
No.
Probably not better than Iron Man 1. Seriously.
I don't think it's better. It's better than Thor: The Dark World. I'll give it that.
It's Thor: The Dark World.
Yeah, it's Thor: The Dark World. It's a low bar.
All right, man. So season, what are we on? Six
know.
now, right?
6?
I
Yeah,
think
sure.
6. Yeah.
We'll go 6.
So this is when Cersei does her walk of shame, right?
Yeah. No, I think it was before. I think it was season 5.
Oh yeah, because that's when she blows it up.
Everyone died.
Yeah. So after that, I was really fucked up that I was like, man, Marjorie, I really wanted her to like succeed. The more and more seasons progress, like we go from 4 to 5 to 6, the more and more I couldn't stand Sansa fucking Stark. Do you remember when she's given a knife or something?
Yes.
And she was like, what do I do with it? And what is her name? Arya's like, it's a knife, Sansa. I
Was
could
that season 8?
almost, I think so, but I could almost hear you dumb bitch in there somewhere from Arya.
Yeah.
Because that was the dumbest fucking question you could ever ask is, what do I do with it? You fucking stab somebody with it. You defend yourself. And for her to like, I just didn't care for her, man. She just, and this is not attacking the actress or how her looks or anything, because she's very good. She's very good looking, but just the character, just it didn't go anywhere for me, and I can't believe that her and fucking Bran are like now,
Yeah,
you know,
the
I
big rulers.
yeah, I was like, fuck this,
And speaking of
I'm
Arya, this
done.
is like pretty much the big part of Arya's arc is season 6, right? I'm pretty sure I
Yeah,
remember. Yeah, that
hmm
was Arya had really had a great arc. I actually really liked her arc, and like she was doing a lot of nothing for a lot of the show. Like so most of these seasons seem to be like dedicated to like one group, with the other ones just
journey.
being Arya. I think she had an arc that was one of the most intriguing to me because it was almost supernatural and it wasn't something that was like, yeah, these people are gonna go to war. We're gonna get a war. They're gonna fight. She had a little bit of a mystery to of what was going on and like what was going on, and then again, it's just season 8. I can rant about season 8 and
I
everything that.
really thought she was gonna fucking kill Cersei, and the mountain seemed almost impossible for me for her to do that.
Hmm.
But Cersei for sure. I was like, please kill this bitch, and it didn't
Yeah,
happen. And I was so disappointed. I was like, why did you even build that up? I don't. You didn't go anywhere with that. But
yeah.
you know, it's just like you. I have. Yeah, I thought I didn't have much to say about season 8, but actually, there's a lot of shit I gotta say. I gotta get out.
There's a lot. The good thing, like, not much really happened in season 7. Season 7 existed, but if it was the fall of the wall, nothing. This is where things started to go downhill because they started to go off script, and there wasn't much happening. It just the plot started to fall. All the threads were just left there, and not much happened.
Yeah, so you're right. Season 7 was kind of just like, let's build up to season 8, which then of course fucked up. But you know, some of the savable things, for me, the Red Woman, that
Hmm.
bitch was crazy.
Yeah,
Remember the birth of that demon child thing?
that was pretty cool.
Stannis, I actually liked Stannis Baratheon. I
Was
didn't
that
like
season
Rem.
7?
No, but I'm just
Okay,
talking about savable shit. No, no, no.
fair, fair, fair.
I actually really liked Stannis Baratheon. I thought, for some reason, I was like, yeah, he's gonna win. Once I heard that Cersei's crazy ass had wildfire, I was like, oh no,
Yeah,
that's done. They're goodbye, fleet. Um, and I actually thought he was gonna turn tail. No, his crazy ass was like, fuck this, we're already here, let's do it. And his men followed him, which is fantastic. I can't believe that shit happened. But he lost my respect when lady whatever the fuck was like, yeah, we need your daughter as a sacrifice. I was like, come on, dude, you can't do that shit.
no, there's a line. It's not
Yeah,
worth it.
and he was crazier that Robert wasn't crazy. Robert was just a drunk and a whoremonger.
Yeah,
But Stannis was fucking weird. What was the other brother's name? The gay one?
the Rose Knight, not the
No,
Rose
no,
Knight.
no. That's Margie. Well, I mean, that was his booty buddy. But the youngest Baratheon. So it was Robert Stannis, and then the other one was it Remley?
That sounds familiar.
Yeah,
Oh, Renly.
I
Yeah,
never,
Renly Baratheon.
I never cared for it, but he actually was smart. Remember when he told Ned, "Hey, you shouldn't trust these guys,"
Yeah,
but then he got killed by that demon child
the
thing.
only
So
good, like, honest character.
yeah,
Yeah.
it doesn't pay to be honest in Westeros, man.
No, but no one's gonna win the Game of Thrones. I'd be surprised if someone comes out on top in his final book. I think everyone loses. There's no way.
I hope someone, but I hope it's not someone that pisses me off. Well, it can't piss me off more than Bran. You can't. I don't think he can do that. I don't think he could come up with a way to for me to be like, oh, that's lamer than what we got. I don't think so. I really don't.
Again, I'm pushing it. White King, end the world, apocalypse. Just that's what I want.
At the very least, give me a better ending to give me a better death for Cersei and for the fucking mountain.
Yeah, please.
I know a lot of people actually like the way the mountain and the hound died. It was good for the hound, but the way the mountain died, no, I wanted him to get his fucking head chopped off or something. He's just
Yeah.
complete dick. And then what he did to Oberyn's sister, he raped her and then crushed her skull. Like, who does shit like that, man?
This it's insane. It's ridiculous. I don't even know. Again, why would you choose that? Of what makes you think, yeah, this is a good idea? It's a fantasy story. It's all unnecessary.
Yeah, I don't know.
Okay,
I don't
let's.
know. But you ready to jump into season
Yeah.
8?
Okay, I'm sitting up in my chair. Here we go. See, season 8 is so is the worst build up. It was so anticlimactic and it was the worst letdown in cinematic history. It was, oh my god. Okay, where to begin? Like we started with a long night. The cinematography was just dark. You couldn't see anything. I liked the dragon. The dead dragon was super cool. But there was no way the North should have won. Not even close. They were losing for the entire fight. But then for the entirety of the show, the White King has been portrayed as highly intelligent, stays out of everything that's absolutely necessary. For some stupid ass reason, he comes out into the middle of the battle and dies. Why? There is no reason that should have ever happened. It was unnecessary. They could have just overwhelmed Winterfell and just taken the Raven. That's all they needed to do. But instead, the White King had to come out with all of his generals and decided to do it personally. Which aren't they supposed to be like devoid of emotion? Just why? Why did pride get in the way? It was so stupid.
See, Griff's biggest issue is the long night.
No, no, it's
Here's
not. No,
well, here's one of my biggest gripes, right? And it's not even Cersei and her stupid ass death, or the Mountain and his stupid ass death. It's fucking Jon Snow killing Daenerys Targaryen, and everybody excusing it,
I'm
or at
okay with
least
that.
everyone I know. See, you're one of those. They're like, well, she was crazy. Yeah, but crazier than fucking Cersei? She was banging her brother, dude.
She
Her
shouldn't have been
brother.
crazy. They should have started the crazy in the season. She should have won, not burned anything. She should have won, taken over King's Landing, and start the crazy, but then do another season where she becomes the Mad Queen, like they've been alluding to for this entire
And
time. It happened in 2 episodes.
in well, first of all, I would have bended the knee
Well, we
like
know
all the
that.
fucking time. But like, all I'm saying is, in Daenerys' defense, these mofo's wiped out her fucking, not only her family, I think all the Targaryens, right? Like the whole
Yeah,
race.
no, the entire clan's dead.
There you go. So that's fucking genocide. That's fucked up.
But no, I mean, I get it.
Um,
But no,
and then when they killed Missandei, like when
yeah.
Cersei's bitch ass kills Missandei, that's when I saw that look in Daenerys' eyes, and I was like, yeah, she's gonna burn this bitch down. And in all honesty, I would have done the same thing. Like, her and Missandei had a connection, man. They were like friends. It wasn't just like my servant girl or anything like that. And the way she died, and she gave Cersei a choice. She was like, hey, just fucking surrender, just give up, and it's all good. I'll let you live. No, this bitch kills Missandei. Like, I don't know what Cersei was thinking. Like, I'll just piss her off even more. Like, for
Yep.
what?
But no, you're right. I agree with
I
you.
genuinely wanted this bitch to get eaten by a dragon.
Yeah, no, that would have been fine. Kill Cersei there. But again, do the slow burn with the Mad Queen. There was no reason to rush it all into 2 episodes and then have the last episode be an hour and a half
And then
of
Jon Snow's
walking.
bitch ass kills her. Like, he's all like, it's my duty. No, it's not. Nobody fucking told you to go and kill the woman you love. You two fools could have just ruled Westeros.
No,
And
I agree. It was in Jon's character to kill her. The stupid thing
Jon's
was
a
him going
bitch.
back to the wall. Why was he set back to the wall when Bran's? We'll get back to Bran. When Bran's the king, he should just said, "Okay, the Grey Worm left. Come back." Instead, Jon's over at the wall, exiled for no reason.
Man, fuck Grey Worm and fuck Bran and fuck Sansa. I wouldn't have left.
I
Period.
agree.
Okay, I would have. I don't think I would have killed Daenerys. Probably more to do so because she's super hot than any other reason. But let's say I would have killed her, and
Uh-huh.
Grey Worm would have been like, "Hey, you killed my queen. It's either this or death." I'd have been like, "Fuck you. Who
Jon
are
could
you?"
take Grey Worm.
Hell yeah,
Yeah.
Jon can take Grey Worm. I'd be like, dude, you got a choice. I will pull out Long Claw and I will fuck your life up. You better leave.
Yeah.
It's you who's leaving. And I would have told Bran, you know what, dude? I know you're in a wheelchair and all, but you got to bounce.
Why was
And
Bran the
I'll
king?
let you like. I don't fucking know. I do not fucking know.
He was the Raven. He even said he is above it all. Yet that was that was so stupid.
That doesn't make any fucking
Out
sense.
of
I'm telling
any
you,
character,
I would have
there,
told
that was
Sansa,
the
hey,
least.
you could live in Winterfell, but you're not ruling shit. That's my house. I'm just gonna rule it
Yeah.
from here.
His
And
character
you
made
get
the
out of
least
line, bitch.
sense.
There's
He
one
should've-
dragon left. You get out of line. What's that fucking word? What is it? What does she say? Tarkaris? I will
Oh, yeah.
Tarkaris your ass.
That was just so.
Like what would they have done? As you said, first of all, Jon didn't even have to take Grey Worm. He has a fucking dragon. A dragon.
Yeah.
A big ass, fully grown dragon. Like, what are you gonna
Yep.
do against the dragon? Grey Worm ain't even got no balls, first of all.
And then,
So-
okay, then the dragon letting Jon live.
Yeah, that was fucked up.
And
That's
then
because he's a Targaryen, man.
yeah. And then the last episode was just 40 minutes of walking.
I know.
And
But I agree with you. Why the fuck did he go to the wall? What is he
There's
gonna
no
do at the
point.
wall? Like, stay away from chicks?
also, what wall? The wall's
There
destroyed.
you go.
But then they had Jamie. Jamie had a great arc, and then he went back to his stupid sister and ruined it all. Went back. Ugh. That I think was maybe my biggest problem, is they had a perfect character arc, and he could have just walked away and lived, but he had to go back to his stupid sister. And then
Yep.
you see this entire cavern collapse, right? 100%. But then when Tyrion's able just to walk right through it, and there's only 6 rocks, which just happens to be where Jamie and Cersei were standing. At this entire collapsed cavern, there's only 6 rocks.
If they're fucking alive, I'm telling you.
No, they're dead. But the only spot where rocks fell when Tyrion was walking through after a whole cavern collapsed, which is just inaccurate, was the only spot was where Cersei and Jamie were standing. That's the only place where they showed rocks falling. They just needed to be 3 feet to the left or right, any direction, and they would have been fine.
I hate Jon Snow for doing that. He doesn't deserve Ghost.
If someone in the comments, I won't say anything to you, I promise. Did anyone like the last season? I'm genuinely curious. I know a couple of friends that did, but I don't understand why they did. Does anyone like the last season? Because it just doesn't make sense to me, even from like a storytelling or continuity.
No,
Or just
the
design, it doesn't
writers
make
just
sense.
wanted they were gonna write the next Star Wars movies, and they couldn't give less of a shit, and it shows.
They
The
had one of
lazy-ass
the
writing.
biggest shows in the world.
Yeah, but they thought that they were gonna write the next 6 Star Wars movies, and they had to get the hell out of it. By the way, that fucking last Star Wars movie was fucking horrible. So thank you for rushing Game of Thrones for that shit.
I don't think they wrote that one.
They wrote one of them, but yeah, fucking Jon Snow. One of the things that really hurt was all the wolf killings. It's my favorite animal. They're beautiful animals, and the whole Sigil of the North, and I remember when they first found them, and Jon Snow was like, they're your house Sigil, you have to keep them, and Rob's direwolf probably hurt the worst because they decapitated it, put it on.
But on Pike.
Yeah, it was really fucked up.
Yeah.
So that really messed with me, and I'm glad Ghost survived, but I'm also sad that he belongs to Jon, who's a fucking idiot.
Jon
So-
doesn't know. Yeah, Jon was a stupid character. This is my
Yeah.
last complaint about season 8. That I'm done talking about season 8. I promise. The thing that pretty much just messed with the show in its entirety for me, and the reason why I don't even know if I can watch it again, is that season 8 let all these threads that they've been setting up for seasons, like I said, things I really like, setting up for seasons and years, and not even one was connected. Nothing
I
was
know.
fixed. There were so many things left on the floor that could have been so cool. That could have just been like this. All I need is like a couple lines of dialogue. Could have been amazing. And it's just
Oh, you know what I
all
just
there
thought
on the
of, dude?
floor.
It would have been even better than Daenerys killing Cersei with the fucking dragon if Jamie would have realized my
Yeah.
sister's a complete bitch. I need to put a sword through her heart.
Yeah. That also would have been
been
good. And that would have made sense
fantastic.
for him going back and then going back to names to Brienne. That would have been great. That would have been really good. And that would have completed his character arc. It would have been perfect. But
Yep,
he had to go
but they
kiss his
fucked it up.
sister.
It's fucking
God.
weird. I can't get over that. So at least for my part, guys, those are my thoughts on the entirety of the season of all the seasons of Game of Thrones, season 1 through 8.
I think you guys are done with me ranting about
My
season 8.
my final or me cursing through it. But in my defense, they curse up a storm in Game of Thrones, and there's a lot of nudity and sex, and so I don't think anybody is gonna mind cursing. But yeah, those are my thoughts on it. To end it, I would not have killed Daenerys. And Ghost deserves a better owner than
Than
Jon
Jon.
Snow.
If you guys haven't seen the show, go watch it. No matter how much I talk down on it, go watch it for yourself. There are a lot of people that genuinely enjoy this show and still hold it in very high regards. I recommend to go watch it, especially with the new prequel coming out. Go form an opinion for yourself and let us know what you guys think in the comments. I'm really curious to see what you guys have. And if you guys have a different opinion than us, tell us. We like hearing from you guys and we really like talking to you. So tell us what you think.
Oh, and let us know, guys. Do you want us to review House of Dragons, the prequel, on a week-by-week basis, or you want us to let all 10 episodes come out and then review it? Let us know. And thank you so much for liking and subscribing. Thanks to all of our new subscribers. And hopefully we'll get some new ones. And let us know what you guys think. Oh, please, most fucked up death for you guys.
Yeah, good luck beating that. Thank you guys for watching. Leave a like, comment, subscribe, and hit the notification bell to stay up to date with our current videos. We'll see you guys next time. Thank you for watching.
Take care, guys.